Critical Art Podcast with clever art and jonyfraze. Get critical. Master the art.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Critical Art Podcast. It's your boy. You know who it is. Klev, and featuring the one and only, the mod god himself,
Hey.
Mr. Jonyfraze.
Yeah.
What's good?
What's going on, guys? What's up, Klev? Yo, so first of all, we're recording video today. This is new. We figured out that Discord can do this and never use it, so we're like, hey, let's fucking try it. We had to clean our rooms and shit. Yeah.
Real.
Klev just woke up from a nap, but first of all, we apologize because it's been a minute. I don't think we posted an episode for about 3 weeks, so super apologize about that. Klev and I both had personal stuff to deal with. Plus, we're super busy. We're just slammed with artwork commissions. The JXK design stuff is just like off the wall. I've been shipping fight sticks. This is a Spada fight stick, so trying to get my stream grind on, trying to get basically everything covered, and the podcast unfortunately took a little bit of a nosedive, so I apologize on that. And today I think we're gonna be catching up, right? We got a lot of catching up to do, man.
We're gonna catch up on all this craziness that's been going on over at Capcom headquarters over there.
Damn.
So we're gonna catch up on this information that's been going on, and let's start off with Ono. Actually, let's get that off the bat. Ono is again retiring or leaving Capcom.
I don't think he is retiring, like as a professional. Maybe he is. I mean, I know he's having some health issue. He had health issues in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe he is, but as far as I know, on paper, he is retiring from being a Capcom employee.
So he's not retired from game development.
We don't
He's
really
just
know.
Leaving Capcom, basically.
Yeah,
right?
he's not going to be working at Capcom anymore, basically. But we've, summarized from reading all the articles. We don't know what his next move is. I think a lot of people, if you look at the original Twitter post, a lot of people are saying like, hey, like, good luck on your next journey, whatever the next journey is. So we don't really know, but for now, he's leaving Capcom, so we'll go with that.
So what do you think? What do you think Capcom goes from here? You think this was a good move, or you think there's a lot of rumor on why he's left. It's been a long time. It's been a while since the information has dropped. And there's been a whole bunch of other information along with it, hearsay from the community on as to why he really left and what his current position was and how he got demoted and demoted again. And what do you think for the future of this franchise? You think this was the best move, or
okay?
What do you think?
From my perspective,
like, how do you feel, John? You let me know, because I don't have any personal attachment towards Ono. I never met him. I don't have anything, my heart is not into him leaving or staying, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you. This is how I think about it. Like, as far as the games go, I think that the Street Fighter franchise, as far as like game development goes, and like, just like how to play the game, battle systems and all that, I think we're in good hands. There's a lot of capable people. Like the producers are right now have been showing face. I don't know if you've seen that Japanese developer forum that just dropped, but they've been showing face, and like, so we know what these guys look like now. So that's a good thing. I don't think the game's gonna suffer, or like Street Fighter 6 or whatever, the next fighting game big franchise from Capcom is really gonna suffer as far as game development. But as far as the culture of Street Fighter, I think that's gonna take a big hit. Like, I'll give you an example. Ono just, like, on his Twitter, he's like, hey, can everybody that's ever taken a photo of me together, like, can you just post it, Yeah. And, like, there's, like, fucking, like, hundreds of people that's been posting photos, and, like, he's been to, like, every event, he's, like, the ultimate Capcom rep. Like, when you think of, who is a face of Capcom, it's Yoshinoro Ono, I was lucky enough to see him in Evo 2017. I was part of that crowd that did the okay, everybody,
Wait, did you meet him personally? Did you wait online to get?
I didn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. I met a lot of people, but Ono was just mobbed all the time.
Gotcha.
And it's definitely a moment that I cannot forget. I'm never gonna forget that moment. Like just seeing Ono on stage and like being part of that Shoryuken in the crowd. Like that's gonna go down in some of the coolest shit I ever did in my life. I also got a poster from him at Comic-Con. If you guys are watching on YouTube, it's that poster I'm pointing out over there. It's the arcade edition one, and that's signed. It says Yoshinoro Ono, Comic-Con NYC 2017. So, it's that just these things, like that's what is going to be missed the most from Ono. I think that again, the games are going to be the games, but that having that frontman and having that personality and having that public awareness of the brand is definitely something that will be very missed. The closest person with that type of personality is Harada from Namco Bandai, right?
Yeah.
Like people when they say Namco Bandai, okay, who do you know?
Harada.
It's Harada, right? So that they're going to be missing that guy. And the two devs that are the producers of Street Fighter V right now, like they know what they're talking about the game, but they don't have that Ono personality right now.
They don't.
They don't.
I think you're right on that. Like, I think Capcom loses the face of the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed a very, looking from the outside in, he seemed very mascot-like. He was always in character, holding the Blanca, smiling, cheesing.
Exactly, right, yeah.
Very, very, mascotish or whatever. I think on the development side, I think this, from what I've read and everything I saw, I think from the development side, everyone is relieved. Because now they can focus on the game or have a new young producers take over and input things that are of the new generation. Hopefully they eventually get to the rollback netcode. Now, I don't think for Street Fighter V, but for the next one. But obviously now they're paying attention to the community. They're seeing on what we're asking about. They're giving us, I guess, what is it? Better communication, with the new season 5, the last season.
Yep.
So, I think from a production standpoint, I think we're in good hands, like you said. I just think we'll lose the mascot, but we have a new mom now apparently, and the Dragon Ball Fighters has a mom, and apparently we have a mom now.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
And they actually have her name. She's I forget her name. But they actually have a picture of her and stuff like that. They dropped it on Reddit and stuff like that. So
all right.
So those rumors of Ono being replaced, seems to be true, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she's going to bring to the table. I think it's awesome. Actually, I think it's a new freshness. Because all the stuff I read, I'm just talking about production, not character wise. All the stuff I read, it's from what I saw that Ono literally captured lightning in a bottle with Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
And it never got good for him after that. So it was just a matter of time that he was going to be replaced all the failed projects after Street Fighter 4, So I think this is a great time, actually. People are worried and concerned, but this is actually a great time to be a Street Fighter fan, because now we get to see what will they do moving forward. So it's exciting times. I think it's exciting times, actually.
I like what you said about the communication point. Like, if they double down on communication and being a little bit more open to the fans, that would be great. And you could start to see that a little bit. That was really cool of them to have like an open forum. And I don't know if you know this, but there's like these awesome things that's going down right now. I just got an invite to the Capcom the Capcom Street Smarts, it's called. Right, so there's this thing called Capcom Street Smarts that they're having like Team UIU and Alex Valle, and basically like top players, top teams, top streaming teams. They have like Spooky on there, and they're like really I don't know about in the Japanese market, but in the US market, they're taking a lot of initiative and trying to rise the current FGC. I mean, they're telling people how to get involved in esports. They're coaching people, and you have to sign up for this. It's a webinar, and it's taking like one of the things when I signed up for it. I had to fill out a questionnaire, and then I got to ask a question that I wanted to ask the group on the application form. That's huge. Like whether or not my question actually gets through, if there's enough of a theme, they'll probably take that, you know. So
that's why I'm saying, like, I think this, you know, it's heartbreaking for a lot of people to lose Ono. I understand that Ono's in a lot of people's hearts.
Right.
But from a production standpoint, this is great news. We have to be honest here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we just have to be honest. It's just, I mean, you could do the research yourself. Things weren't looking good. You know what I mean? But again, I would like to wish the best for Ono, and I'm sure we're going to see him again. He's not going anywhere. He still will be a part of the FGC. He will be a part of the FGC. Yeah, just maybe in a different. I mean, listen, these Capcom guys, SNK guys, Tekken guys, they rotate starting lineups, bro. You know what I mean? There's people from Capcom that's working on SNK games and vice versa. They switch all the time. So we're not really losing him as a person. You know, he's still going to be a part of the FGC is what I mean. We're not really losing him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I wish him best of luck. You know, I don't really know about that, but if he had health issues, I hope he takes the time to get better. And I hope he gets involved somehow. You know, maybe it's not at a game company. Maybe it's something more of like a public thing, because he's a PR beast. He's a beast at.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great marketing tool. Right. I mean, he's great. Like, I mean, I think things would have been different had COVID not messed everything up. Maybe, you know, his initial position online was the esports stuff. Yeah. Remember how they changed his title and he's like esports manager, whatever they put on there.
Yep.
I think that that if COVID wasn't around, maybe it would be.
Well, yeah, I mean, he would probably been busy.
He'd probably been busy and things would have been moving, and maybe he wouldn't have retired or anything like that. But since he really can't push any esports this year, nobody can. Everybody's getting hurt by this COVID thing, man.
Yeah.
So some company,
Either way, you know, we wish him best of luck. I hope. You know, if anyone's saying anything negative out there, I don't think that's the time for that. You know, I think he had an amazing career. Even his contemporaries in the Japanese developer scene, actually everybody just, you know, are
I mean, at the end of the day, he revived the fighting games. So there's nothing we can't say anything about that. Without him, we won't even be right here. I mean, and let's be honest. I mean, that's the truth. And that's that's the hurting part. You know what I mean? That's why everybody's hurt. You know. But so here, JXK, we wish him the very best, and of course we're gonna see him again, like no doubt. So all right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to the final season of Street Fighter V. All right, so what do we have here? Let's see.
You want to go through the characters first?
Let's go through the characters first. Let's start off with the first character revealed was Dan. So whatever he does in the air, you know what I'm saying? So okay, John, you go first. Obviously, how do you feel about Dan being in the slot? How do you feel about that?
Okay, like when he got announced, I wasn't happy. Let's just say that. Okay, but like I just wasn't happy, you know. It's like, really, like we wait, like that's who we're gonna get. We're gonna get fucking Dan.
I mean, it's nice.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So then I started to like, all right, hold on. Let me reel it back. That was my initial reaction, but then I was starting to think about it. Dan, like I like Dan. He's an interesting character. You know, I love the humor. I love how fucking dead ass serious he is, but he's a joke. You know, that's like the whole funny part about it. His story is very interesting with his pops and everything. With, you know, Sagat.
Yeah, he's got some lore, bro. Yeah, he's got some deep lore in Street Fighter, man.
Right? Sagat killed his pops, right? But didn't his pops take his eye? Sagat.
Yeah, he took his eye, bro.
Okay, so then, you know, he had to take Psycho. You know, the Psycho Dojo to the next level. Yeah. I understand that. I love his mannerisms. I love the animations and shit, you know. But my problem with that is that he was never actually tournament viable, you know, like in any game. any fucking game.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah. And I love watching it. Shout out to Ixion if he ever watches this. I love Ixion. He's the dopest Dan player and makes Dan look like super godlike. But in the actual, scheme of things, like Dan never really meant anything in any of the games other than I'm gonna troll my friend and beat him with Dan.
I mean that's the hype aspect of Dan. It was always the hype aspect of Dan. It wasn't really hype because of the character.
Right. So like my whole point, if Dan can't compete in Street Fighter V, if he cannot compete at least like in a decent tier, then it was just I'm gonna go with my initial gut reaction and say that was a waste of a slot. But they teased a couple things. They showed like some fucking shaky cell phone footage of him, like, his taunt like being a big part of his gameplay. Like I don't know, is it going to be a power up? Is it going to be like a gray life drain? That would be cool if it was if you got taunted like and you didn't block the taunt or whatever. Maybe like you started fucking draining gray life.
Yeah, like it has some sort of mental effect on your character. Drain his meters and shit.
Like but again, if he's not viable, I'm gonna go with my gut reaction and say that was a waste of a slot.
Yeah.
But if he is, then I'll deal with it. Because if he can play, if he's viable, if someone can take him to a tournament and do okay, I'll be alright with that.
Okay, for me, like I understand everyone's love for Dan. I get it, right? I get it. For me, it's obviously a wasted slot.
Is it?
Why? Because it's Street Fighter V last season. Ono just left. You want to bring in people, want to make people happy. You want to bring in the hype. You know what I mean? You gotta remember how. I mean, we'll break this down later after. But the last season is a long season. I'm talking about one scoop of butter smeared across 3 slices of bread, bro. It's a long wait, bro. So Dan being the first one released, and we're gonna have to wait till spring for the next. It's not very hype at all. Unless this character ends up being lightning in a bottle where his gameplay is absolutely, fun, I pray to God. Like, that'd be amazing because then that leads me to believe that they are listening. Mm-hmm. They are making characters fun to play, very different. Yeah. So it really all depends on Dan. Like, if Dan comes out and he looks good, his taunting, his trolling is very funny and very fun, then I don't have any issues. But now if Dan comes out and he's just annoying and trolly, and now you're in rank with an annoying and trolly character, no one's gonna be happy about it. No one's losing their points in rank from Dan and just being happy about it. Like, so it's risky. I get it why he's there, but not a hype factor for me. Obviously, I would have went with somebody else. Friggin' Makoto, everyone loves Makoto. It doesn't even have to be Makoto. Just not Dan.
No, I get it. That's like Capcom better make them viable, or that's just my own. That's my.
Yeah, like and then they show it. Then it's kind of questionable when you show his cam footage. Like it's kind of what's going on here? You definitely rushing this character if you're showing me cam footage. Like, come on, man. So I'm still concerned. I'm still on the fence, but. Like I said, if he turns out to be dope, if he turns out to be cool and trolly and tournament viable, like you said, then, they got us. They got a dope character and it's hype. So that's on them, but I play my cards right. I doubt it. It's going to be trolly, man. But, okay, so let's move on.
Let's see, we got Rose.
So I'll do this one first. Okay. Rose.
Got it.
Everyone knows that Rose was coming.
Yeah.
Everyone was just questioning why it was taking her so long. So, my guess is that I think the biggest, out of all these characters, Rose is going to be the biggest problem, because if she was already in pre-development or in development in the pocket, that means that they don't know what type of roles they're trying to bring to Street Fighter V. They're having an issue with Rose. So, I think this character, I'm going to say off the rip, and you can somebody write this down. Rose is going to be broken from the rip. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. Right. If she's footsie base and she's got meaties and she's got her air grab, if she's anything like Street Fighter 4, just a bit.
You got reflect too.
You got reflect just a bit like Street Fighter 4.
Reflect is not only just a fireball reflect. It's kind of like a parry too.
Yeah. So if she's she has her tools from 4 with the meaty setups and okis from Street Fighter 5. She's gonna be OD.
Yeah.
And I don't have nothing against Rose. I think she's a great character designer. From the artwork, she looks amazing. It's gonna be fun. I like Rose.
I love the
character.
Think? No, I love the character, man. I think first of all, she fits the storyline already, right? Which is like that's one of the reasons I don't like going. I know we already passed Dan, but Dan has no place in the story.
Yeah, he's just
like, no
at all.
No.
Absolutely, there's not even a letter, a note, a name.
Nothing. Only thing that fits Dan is that Sakura and Blanca are there, and that's her homeboy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so going to Rose. She fits the storyline very well, especially with Manat being there. You know, being Manat's teacher, kind of like there for this like sort of prophecy type thing, right? Is that like that's kind of like the third strike thing with Gil and everything? So that's you know, maybe they're there to like fulfill some sort of prophecy with these guys as like the, you know, psychics or whatever. But as far as the character goes, like if they keep her close to what we know from Rose, you're right. Like she is gonna be a problem. Like
she's gonna be a problem.
Let me tell you, like going back and playing Ultra right now and picking Rose is like she is basically a Street Fighter 5 character already in Ultra. Like you know, her gameplay, she gets a knockdown, right? She has an awesome slide. She has an awesome sweep. She gets a knockdown. You do stand medium kick as a meaty. And that's a counter hit. Like that's exactly how Street Fighter 5 is basically like the soup and nuts of you know what I'm talking about. Like basically the Like
she's got the orb set up too. I think there's an orb set up, right?
Literally, and then she has like the crouching medium punch is like the best poke.
Dude, she's made for this game. Orb setup
made for the game. Yeah, and she was a Street Fighter 5 character in 4 that happened to be really good. Right? Don't forget that Luffy won with Rose. You know. So yeah, I think that like if she had all that stuff, you know, in 5 just as is from 4, she'll be an amazing character. Yeah, the orb setups are amazing. You know, like she had Fireball, she had that, you know, the rush punch type thing. You know,
she's so annoying, bro. A good Rose would
right, and the air grab. You said the air grab, reflect Fireball.
Man.
You know, with the jab one, I believe. I forgot which one was like the one that actually like reflects. You know, you can. It was like an attack. Oh God, he's gonna be gone.
Nice back dash.
And there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna pick up Rose like right away.
Yeah.
The minute drop, like you're gonna have Rose mains. Like, you know, I hope all the old Rose players go back and pick her. Like
I got a feeling they are.
Right, Filipino man. Right.
Like she could not have entered the game at the more. It's like Street Fighter 5 right now at this very state. It's the best it's ever been. She could not have picked a better time to enter Street Fighter 5. She's gonna be, like I said, OD.
Yeah,
she's gonna be OD. And John, who we got next, Sean?
We're going back to Third Strike, and we're bringing back the old man, the old hermit, the most powerful warrior there ever was. That he's so good that they had to nerf his ass.
What is he like? 200 years old or some shit.
I don't know what you guys probably know. If you guys know in the comments or let us know. But yeah, it's Oro. You guys know about Oro from Third Strike.
Okay, John. I think this is my most interesting character out of all of them.
Okay.
Why? I don't know why, but I just think it would be an absolute funny and joy to see what his fighting style going to be. Like they can really make it absolutely trolly and funny, where he's literally holding the turtle, and it's supposed to be a representation of him having one arm behind his back, right? So him holding the turtle is limiting himself, kind of like Cody limits himself in some strange way. He either becomes the mayor and can't really hurt people, right? Or he's in handcuffs and that's his limitation, right? You know what I mean? So I feel like this is Oro's limitation, because he's a godlike character. I think he's one of the strongest, if not the strongest character in Street Fighter.
He's supposed to be. And he's referenced in the story mode as like, you know, like this amazing warrior.
Yeah, he calls Dal Slim youngin. You know what I mean? So he's godlike. But I feel like for some strange reason in my head, I feel like he's going to be the most interesting and funniest character of this game.
Okay.
Like the whole turtle aspect. Maybe he's throwing the turtle, catching it with one leg, punching you in the face. That it's some old school kung fu movie type stuff, like you know, when they're holding the teacups and they're fighting. I believe that this character is going to be the most interesting and fun character out of the bunch. I'm calling it right now. Just because he's literally right now, he's holding a turtle. Just because that. Now, it may not have been my pick from Third Strike. Obviously, you know who I want from Third Strike.
Yeah, Dr. Diddle.
But for me, I feel like he's gonna be the one that's really gonna set the real tone. Like if they can knock him out perfectly, yeah, man, it could be really fun. I'll start playing again, actually.
I mean, I'm excited as hell to have Oro back. It's been since Third Strike, right? So what are we talking about? Like 21 years.
It's about 21 years,
yeah,
and if he brings back that standing heart kick.
Yeah, and then he got the juggles with the pa.
Oh, if he got those,
the
he is Street Fighter V the game.
Every time I watch the amazing Japanese Third Strike players play Oro, it's like the setups are just ridiculous. Just the juggles, and it just I can't even describe it. But like you were talking about, like if one arm is binded, that's cool. It would be interesting how Capcom will use like the Street Fighter V mechanics. Maybe like V Trigger fucking unlocks his arm and then he becomes like more godlike or something, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be dope. Like V Trigger, he just puts the turtle on his head,
right?
And he spins him or something. It's
like,
just fighting you. Like I don't know, man. But,
I mean, in Third Strike, he had that one where everything's floating in the air. Like he had that. He had one super art with like shit's floating.
Oh yeah, he had the hovering things, and they had those setups there. Yeah,
dude, like, can you imagine the Oki with all that stuff? Like,
imagine this the turtle floating too. Yeah. Maybe that could. Yeah, I'm telling you, like everyone is like, what? Yeah. And we're all like, what? But I'm telling you, this is Capcom. This is what Capcom is. Like, it's funny. They're funny. They're not really taking their characters too serious. They never really do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so this is a character I feel like they can really express themselves. These producers now, especially now they have full control. Right. You know what I mean?
And I like that they have like another older fighter. Like they got Zeku, right? And like in the past we've had like Gouken and Gen. And it's just cool to have some like character variety instead of just like little girls or like dudes. It's just cool to have an old dude in there kicking everyone's ass. So I love that. That's why I like Gen. Like I played Gen, on Street Fighter 4. Just picked him up as like just want to learn the character, but really just because I just want to kick ass with an old guy. Like it was amazing.
God, Gen was so cool. Watching Gen was so cool. You know what I mean?
Yep. All right, moving on. We're gonna take it to not the rival fools, but the rival schools.
Ooh.
And we're gonna take it to the young lady Akira, right? So Akira's back. Let me kick it off. So I think the character is dope. Like she got swag. It's got the young girl swag. She's like a biker, right? Like I love that costume with the helmet. Kind of looks like Skullomania. I love that outfit. It's just amazing. So what's funny? I never really played a lot of this character. Outside, I just knew the visuals of the character. Playing rival schools in Project Justice. But I set up the cabs recently, so if you guys don't know, I bought a pair of Vuelix cabs and I also put some retro stuff in there, and I was playing some Project Justice, and I specifically booted that up to play Akira. So I found out that she is a very interesting playstyle. She has like a tackle, for instance, kind of like a Sonya Blade type tackle, like not like you know what I'm talking about. She looked like it's more of like a Scorpion tackle. You remember how Scorpion used to have that tackle to take you down? Like that. Yeah. She has like a tackle like that.
Is it like a Murdoch? Is it like a stance? No, I never really picked her. She wasn't my first character to go to be honest.
Yeah, neither have I. So I'm like discovering all this. She also has like a full screen. That's the same action, the same command. And it gives her like a full screen Jago kick with like the hard kick. Like Jago fucking flies across the screen with his like. In KI, he has one of that. And then like she also has like a Tenko, like a Karen Tenko. Like hits the character up, and then in Project Justice, that leads to like a juggle combos.
Launcher.
Yeah, a launcher. This boom, it hits, and like the character flies in the air like super high. So that's what I know of the playstyle. She's a little bit on the slower side, but I could see like very if they stick to that certain play style, I could see her being very very like assassin, like basically having the ability to like really control the space, and like if you fuck up, like you're gonna die type character. You know what I mean? If she opens you up, like you're gonna die. That's what I like about it. What else did I write down here? Oh yeah, okay. And Capcom mentioned that they were gonna bring back some sort of rival schools mechanic. So
did they really for her specifically?
For her, she's gonna have like a rival schools element built in. So a lot of people think that just means tag somebody.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Or air juggles, like that.
Some sort of launch. Maybe she'll have a legit launcher.
Yeah, and the launcher.
Where V-trigger is the launcher or something like that.
Something like that, and maybe she gets a follow-up arrow. I don't know. So I'm excited just for that. Like, I'm actually more excited about this character than anybody that got announced. Just because it's like that unknown. It's like, oh, okay, like what are they gonna do? And like this character is not even like mentioned in anywhere in the Street Fighter series other than maybe having ties with Sakura.
Yeah, well, this character is the confirmation that rival schools is indeed the same universe as Street Fighter. Yeah. So this is the confirmation. This is it. Like Sakura, people thought Sakura was just like guest character, kind of, sorta. You know what I mean?
Rival schools or okay.
Yeah, and rivals in general, like you don't see any other Street Fighter characters.
Well, yeah, because
so this is
the role.
The hype for this character is essentially that they're acknowledging that the universe does exist together, and that they are aware that we want rival schools. Like they are aware that we want another rival school. So this is a very important character. It may not be my character from rival schools pick, but she's very, very, very important. And I personally like, from an artistic standpoint, I think she looks pretty cool. The half jacket down, the camo top with the glove. Just the glove. She's kind of like this Cammy Street vibe, Cammy though.
Right.
Like I'm interested in if she looks cool. Like she looks cool, but if she looks cool in the game, that's my thing. I love characters that look cool in the game. They got like a nice punch, and it feels good when you hit them. Like Dudley's standing fierce kick. Oh man, that scoop.
Yep.
If she has any of these moves where it just looks like you're punching the crap out of somebody, I'm definitely gonna pick her up. She looks amazing right now.
Like if all the characters came out, right? Other than the one that we don't know. Wait, we'll talk about that next.
Yeah, that's next.
And like they're like, if I were to hover my my stick around character selection screen,
the cross,
I would go right to her and fucking play.
Yeah.
That's my first character that I want to play.
Yeah, that definitely sounds right to me.
Yeah,
that definitely sounds right. Well, let's see what she's big. Like, she's very important. I think she's the key to moving forward in terms of their acknowledgement for other franchises, and that's so important. And just leads us to the next unknown character.
Yeah, I mean, I'll kick it off. For me, I don't think it should be a new character, being that that's the last thing that we're gonna hear from Street Fighter V. Like, I don't think Capcom will, like, it would be good for them to drop a new character.
Just a brand new character?
Yeah, I mean, this is my opinion. You guys can, think what you think. Yeah. But I think if they put out a Makoto or, like, the fan favorite or something that really will get people excited again. Like, remember when, like, Sagat was coming back?
Yeah.
Like, everyone was like, oh, fucking Sagat.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
It was pretty hype.
Yeah, like, that's the feeling that I want to, get back. Like, wow, they're doing this to like end the series, and it's a good way to close it out. Like that should be the way Street Fighter V closes out, in my opinion. If it's like a new character that no one knows shit about with no lore that we don't know anything about, it's just gonna be like, all right, well then we got to learn about this character, and then guess what? The game's gonna end because then they have a year.
It also sucks to get these characters that are pretty. I mean, the three and Dan, I guess, but towards the like Akira towards the end kind of hurts because if she's good, Man, it's over in like a couple months, supposedly, right? Or whatever. People are going to move on.
Probably another year, right? I think we got a good 2 years of Street Fighter.
I want to believe that we're going to get a trailer for something next year for sure.
Yeah, like
at the end of the year, obviously.
I think we have 2 years to play the game with 1 year extra development for whatever new.
Yeah, I agree.
So we'll probably hear an announcement like, I guess next year will be like the newest character. They'll finally drop a new character. That's gonna be hype. And then shortly after that, maybe like 6 months down the line or 3 months down the line, new game, and then however long the development time to wrap up the game. That's what I think is gonna happen. But like I said, they have to put a character in place to keep the series alive, to keep the hype alive for that additional time while we wait for a new game. So that's why I think it really shouldn't be like a new character unless they really, really go out and fucking go balls out and make the sickest character ever, You
know who this character has to be, right?
No.
This character has to be from Darkstalkers. I have to be honest. You want to bring the house down? You want to tell everybody that they still love this game? Mm-hmm. This game does sit in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
You give the people
like if Felicia comes out, it's like over.
It does not matter who, but if you give us Felicia, that'd be amazing. Yeah. If you gave us any,
what if it's like Victor?
You give us Victor. That he has. Oh man, if he has the transformation moves, like he turns everybody into females or whatever that he does.
Oh wait, but no. I mean, maybe they can. Oh wait, no. I was thinking, like Shaman or something.
It has to be a Darkstalkers character, and it will set the roof on fire, and it will just continually setting the tone that, hey, listen, we're listening. We know you guys missed this game. You haven't seen this game in years, and the last time you were offered this game, you were told to buy it, and if you didn't, nothing was gonna happen.
I'm gonna counter that though. They said during that developers forum that they wanted Street Fighter V to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah.
That kind of bends the rule, but fucking they have Blanca in the game, like.
Yeah, they were just basically saying they don't have a kangaroo that punches you with gloves. That's what basically they were saying. What was?
Yeah.
I think his name was Roger.
It was Roger. And Harada was
so like, that's what basically they were trying to get at. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So we're not gonna get an animal character outside of Blanca, I don't think so. But I truly believe. I mean, in a dreaming way, or just like hoping for the best. It would be a Darkstalkers character leaning into the announcement of a Street Fighter All-Stars or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or just something where we can have fun and bring all the characters in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, fair enough.
I would be so happy for a Street Fighter All-Star, or like just Street Fighter 6 featuring an All-Star cast. I don't want to know who's coming at all. Like, anybody can join, bro. Like, it could be like Smash. You know how Smash does a little invitation videos of the trailers?
Yeah.
They could do it for Street Fighter, like, welcome to this league or something like that. Bro, it could be really awesome. Like, they can really hype this up into the next game with this last revealed character, man. Wow. I think at the end, we're really going to get a taste of what's happening with the new mechanics, supposedly. This new battle mechanic. Mm-hmm. They don't even give you any indication of what it is. Mm-hmm. We'll just read a little thing that says new battle mechanics coming winter 2020. Whatever this is could be the best thing. I want to be optimistic here. I want to believe that this new mechanic could change the game, could make it really, really fun. I don't know what it is. What do you think?
What do you think it is?
What is the main complaint for Street Fighter? There's always been Street Fighter V, and always been the dryness or the lack of any expression, right? No one. You pick a character, you're literally doing the same combos as everybody else. It's all about being optimal in Street Fighter V. It's not about expressing yourself in Street Fighter V. Mm. And I feel like this mechanic, if it was any mechanic, would allow individuals to take a Honda and maybe make him a zoning character somehow. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it'll you can I don't know, a different V trigger, I guess. Like a V skill.
Yeah.
Like Alpha had like different versions. Like maybe there's something there where you can actually customize your character in the sense of how you want to play him. Like there's certain characters I just can't play, John. Like just because I just can't do the moves or it's not fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't particularly enjoy charge characters or something like that.
Right.
So what if the V mechanic changed the input on things or just add something extra for me to not need the charge or something? I don't know. So I just hope that it's something like that. I hope that the new mechanics allows for more self-expression in this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at. What do you think, John?
Well, let me start off with what. So I was in the Bird stream, Big Bird and Angry Bird, and we were chatting it up in the chat, and they were talking about something like a V cancel, right? So basically,
combo kind of sort of.
Yeah. So basically, the idea. This is me interpreting what they were saying, but my idea, I guess, of what they were saying is that like you can cancel a special or a move. Basically eliminate the recovery frames and go into something else for the exchange of meter. Okay. So then, like I like what you said.
It'd be like an FADC.
Yeah, FADC without the you can't fully charge it.
Yeah.
Right. So basically, it'd be a FADC. Yeah, of course you're gonna use some meter. But I like what you said. I'm glad you went first because you said that. The lack of expression and creativity in combo routes is lacking in 5, which I also agree with. And if that's the case, then people could get creative and, they can even do things like, a V cancel and like block because maybe they're mashing DP in the middle of the string or something and, it'll be like kind of like a bait, or you could just do really cool like links. So maybe the only thing that would have to happen is that the cancel would have to definitely cost meter. And I think if that was the case, the way that damage is dealt out in this game, I think after the cancel there has to be a reduction in damage, like an extra, like it takes off like it scales it by this much already, just to kind of add. You could still do these awesome combos, but if the current damage, is dealt, like the guy's gonna be dead. Like if you can do this like sick ass combo, then cancel, then continue the combo, you're gonna die.
So that's a great concept because it also allows for defense. Because you could, I'm thinking you can like smash DP and FADC cancel back or something or cancel. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just to give you some sort of defense, like everyone has something they can just randomly toss out, and it could be safe, but you still got to spend meter or whatever to make it safe.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Like Kage has that. His other V trigger.
Oh yeah.
Right. The one that no one uses essentially.
The one that he throws up. Like,
No, not
that one.
Ollie, no, Kage.
Oh, Kage, sorry. He does have that. He does have that.
He can like FADC out of a DP basically. But all right, so that's what everyone else is saying. Here's what I want. This is what I want.
Okay. Yeah, tell the people what you want.
Right. So you kind of said this, like Street Fighter V is very one-sided on. Like I feel it's very one-sided on offense. Like you get a jump if someone jumps in on you. Like if I play Chun-Li, guys. So like if I throw a fireball and someone fucking guesses right and jumps over that, like I'm eating a whole shitload of damage.
40%.
Yeah, like it's like fucking. You basically 2 more of those and I'm dead. Right.
Yep.
So I would like to see like and like I want this to be limited too, but I want to see some sort of combo breaker type thing. Where just say like
guard push maybe. Let's get off of me. So anything,
like,
right?
Get off of me.
But, get off me move.
Like get off
me.
But you can't do it often. Like, all right, think about. Remember, we used to play Sam Show, right? we used to play Sam Show.
Sam Show's still good. I don't care. Sam Show's great.
Sam Show's a good game, but when you do the fucking rush, I don't even know what it's called, but like
I don't know what it is.
You know what I'm talking about? The rush.
I know what it is.
The rush, and then you die, right? You get to do that one time. Your whole game of me
for your whole match, correct?
And you can also do the super.
The super one time for the whole game as well.
One time, right?
You had two guns, bro. You had two guns in same loaded at any time, all the time,
all the
bro.
Time. Right. but I like that type of so maybe because like if you kept breaking combos and then it'd just be like whatever. But if there's like the one I fucking really need this because I'm gonna do shit and die. Like one, like smash all 6 buttons and you fucking burst out of it.
That'd be sick.
And reset a situation mid combo. It only works like mid combo.
Yeah.
Or like you could basically just like boom, and then you're out of a situation. And it's different than V reversal because like V reversal V reversal only works if you're like when you're in block stun.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't activate unless you're getting hit.
Correct. So this would be like I'm getting fucking like jumped in, like stand medium punch, stand fierce, fucking like this whole like eating a whole shitload of damage, or like maybe in a critical moment where someone can when kill with like combo into critical art, you can cancel it to save yourself from getting critical arted and dying. But you can only do it once a game.
It's not a mechanic that's too far-fetched because Dragon Ball FighterZ has it, Guilty Gear has it.
Right.
There's a lot of games that have the, back up off me, burst attack. You know what I mean? Hey, back up off me. Or some sort of like last chance thing. You only get one of it in the match or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be cool. I think that'll mess up a lot of people's game. A lot of people depend on the 50-50. And it's going to change the game completely. It's going to keep it more neutral almost. It's going to be crazy. I mean, that'll be dope. That'll be dope.
Yeah, man.
Let's see what they do. I mean, and then we don't really need to talk about it because we don't know what they're gonna do. But the new battle changes, battle balance, I guess.
Oh, balance.
Some
changes?
People are, So some people are gonna get.
Everyone's just gonna say what they want in their character.
Yeah.
Like I'm a Chun-Li main. I'm pretty content. I'm really content. Like I don't think that he really
of course
needs anything else, But I definitely want to nerf to Akuma. Like I think Akuma's fucking OD. But I don't know. You guys.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't play enough anymore to really know the frustrations of who's who. Because they keep saying Colleen's on top. Colleen, even though Colleen just won.
Yeah, Nephew just won CPT West.
Nephew just won, but you rarely see this character anywhere.
And by the way,
she is rare. Like
Nephew's incredible.
Like, and he's like the top echelon of Colleen players.
And he beat Samurai. Like Samurai is, other than Tokido, is probably one of the best Akuma players. I mean, as much crap I talk about Street Fighter 5, that last set was amazing. That was some good Street Fighter.
Street Fighter 5 is enjoyable to watch. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter if you dislike it or anything. It is enjoyable to watch because you know that these people are going through some hard stuff. They're going through some hard things, and that last final was absolute hype. And Colleen's my pocket character, so it's good to see her, man. You already know this. Mm-hmm. So
the one thing I'm upset about that we had no mention is the tournament mode.
Yeah, what's up with that? Dude, it doesn't exist, huh?
They just said, and then COVID happened, and they just
would help so many people out, especially even our tournament. Maybe it could help us out. We just have everyone lined up in the tournament thing mode or whatever.
Yeah,
we don't have to call anybody in; they'll be there already.
If they did it right, then that would be amazing, man. If they just did it right. But I just wanted to hear a little bit of news about that.
Yeah, and that would be fun to play with my friends too. Like, I want tournaments with my friends. I don't want to, just play random people. I have the most fun with Street Fighter 5 when you invite me to the lobby. When you invite me to the lobby, it's an absolute joy because I know my friends are there and I want to beat them up. And I'm getting roasted by my friends at the same time and I get beat up. Right. And that's the best. That is Street Fighter to me.
Right.
My friends playing together. Like, that is the core of Street Fighter, my Street Fighter enjoyment. And them bringing the tournament mode in would be so much fun to have, we fight for the fake crown or something from Discord, who's the king of this week or something like that.
The one thing that I would want different, because remember, this was in Street Fighter 4.
It was.
Right.
It was.
But it was, underutilized, number one, and it wasn't that bad. But the thing is that you had to, sit and watch every match. So
that is true.
What needs to happen is this some sort of, everyone's in the main tournament, but people can play their games. I don't know how it was with the beta. I actually didn't play the beta at all. But if it can happen simultaneously, so that we're not all just sitting around. We're just like, maybe you have to wait for a match, but.
Dude, what would be sick? They put the lobbies like from Guilty Gear, or maybe there's like they can make a little local scene of Street Fighter people, and like you're in the lobby and then you see the matches in the big screen, and you could go to the side and play like the low. You know what I'm saying?
They sit down and sit down and watch.
Just imagine you're just little big old head running around like you want to play games.
Fucking VR. Watching VR.
That would be. I always enjoyed what Dragon Ball did to that in Guilty Gear. What they did with that, because
Arc System works.
Arc System work. That's fun. To see everybody together feels like a local. It just gives it that energy. It's cool. Like I hope that I wouldn't mind that. Like at least for tournament mode, that little lobby where everyone's chilling and little arcades on the side, and you bring some like, guest characters serving people. I don't know, man. I could go in. It'll be fun if it was something like that.
Yeah.
So what do we got left to talk about, John?
That's about it, man. I think we just caught up with all the Street Fighter news.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, it's great. Things are happening, and the new consoles are coming out, and it's exciting times to be a fighting game player, but also a gaming in general. So a lot of things is happening towards the end of the year and into the new year. We'll be in a new generation, which is like nuts if you think about it. We're literally next year we'll be in the new generation. Actually, at the end of October we'll be in the new generation.
I was gonna say like it's not even that far away from now. It's
so it's pretty exciting.
It's August right now, and like 3 months from now we're gonna be talking next gen.
Yeah, and I can't wait to what these games are gonna bring.
So it was really cool to hear about the console compatibility with fight sticks. So you guys know me, that's like basically my career. It's literally my career now. But yeah, it's good to hear that Sony announced that. Basically, what they said is that all current controllers, like licensed PS4 controllers, should work, meaning that they'll connect to the console. The only catch is that there's games that will maybe take advantage of some of the PlayStation 5 only, situations, and those peripherals can't take advantage of it anyway. So that's it's typical. That's typical. Like you DualShock 2, DualShock 3, you couldn't use some of the sensitivity of the buttons, but it's still plugged. You know what I mean? Right. That's typical. I don't see, So I feel like the sticks should work. It's going to be okay. It's going to be fun. It'll be a good, let's just say this. It'll be a good transition until there's official PS5 hardware. So, I'll live with that. I got like a bazillion sticks that I would probably have to upgrade, but, we'll go from there.
I guess like the if you have any type of touch features, it may not even work, even if it's like a legitimate, fight sticks with the touchpads. That may not even work anymore with the Street Fighter 5. Like, that's questionable. Like, those particular things are going to be questionable. But in terms of triangle, square, X, you know what I mean? Those buttons are always going to work, man.
Yeah.
So.
Alright guys, well, other than that, we just wanted to catch up with you guys. Again, we apologize for the long gap in episodes, but we should be back on track. And if you have any comments or you have any specific things you want us to cover, let us know via social media. That's at jonyfraze or at cleverart.
Sure.
Yep, or just send us some feedback any way you can, man. As far as us, JXK Designs, we're busy. We actually took a ton of commissions this month, so we're finishing up a lot of projects. If you watch
around the Ken project.
If you watch our social media, you'll get to see a lot of the things that we've been working on for everybody. We got some new merch. You guys are, if you guys are watching the if you guys are on YouTube, if you guys are on YouTube, if you need to see this, if you guys are listening, you need to check YouTube because you got a sneak peek of one of the newer projects.
We've been working, man. We've been non-stop, bro.
I'm wearing a Rival Fools hat right now. So
we got the hat.
We have some really cool merch in the store. We have the new Meaties tee. We have like a lot of fun stuff in the store. Stickers that are be dropping. jxkdesigns.com. That's all I can say, guys. So, Klev, finishing with anything else to?
I just want to say one thing. To Discord folks, we love you. Thank you for supporting.
Absolutely.
As always, we got a bomb Discord. The people in there, busy, artwork, arcades, everything, arcade sticks, everything. Awesome. And that's all I got, bro.
All right, guys. Till the next one. So, your boy jonyfraze, my man, Clever Art in the house, the JXK team. We love y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.